Wltoys a979 full upgrade. First video was brush, now brushless. Wish I would have shot the video of it when it was brush, but this has been sitting in under my bed. It was in my closet. It went from in my closet to under my bed because I moved on to bigger classes. I went to a 110 scale, and I got quite a few 110 scales. If you watch my videos, you know me, aka Zookeeper. But since I had all the other stuff that I built and made it run the way I wanted it to run, I decided to pull this back out the closet, under the bed, wherever it was somewhere everywhere. But I pulled it back out to see if I can touch it up, you know what I mean? So I burnt out all the brush motors that I bought for it. I had 9 brush motors all together that been burnt out with it, so I got tired of burning out motors. So I thought I'd just go into it and snatch out all the stuff that came in originally and make my own creation. So I bought a bunch of brush motors, and trust me, I have tried every brush motor out there except for Castle. I'm not a very big Castle fan. I can give a damn about a Castle. I also can show you that I can build something that you can bring your Castle and put it against mine, and we can match it up. You know what I'm saying, battery to battery, and I'll show you that Castle really isn't what everybody is portraying it to be. But anyway, I'm not gonna get into all that. But this is my car. I tried every motor. Not only have I burnt out brush motors, I burnt out like I think 9 brush motors, but I have also burnt out a total of 7 brushless motors. And I found that since the truck is kind of heavy and these motors are 1/18 scale motors, they're kind of down. They like they can't handle the weight, so the weight makes them get very, very hot. So what I did was I tried it out. I tried several motors. It didn't work out like I wanted it to work out, but I'm fine with that. But these are some of the motors that I have left over. For instance, if you're looking for off-road, you know what I mean, torque, you know what I mean, and what you're gonna have to do is, right now I have a plastic gear in there because the metal gear is like making these motors get very, very hot. So I turned it to plastic, but I also upgraded that again too. Excuse me. But you'll need metal gears if you're gonna use this one for off-road, because it has so much torque that it's gonna just strip the gears. And it's a Leopard 2600 kV. This is a very good motor. You can get it online for about $26, something like that. And we have this right here. This is like some off-brand type crap. It's a 4800 kV. It's a pretty good motor if you just want to do some speed. Well, you're not gonna say speed runs. If you want to do some racing or whatever, it does good. I mean, but it's not the best in the world. And I also have this one right here. This is a 58. Sorry about that. This is a 5800. Now this right here it has a delay coming off the line, but it really gets up and goes, you know. But the delay happens because the truck weighs so much. So with the truck weighing what it weighs, this motor is not too good for racing. But if you just want to do a speed run, see how fast you can get it, this is the perfect motor for a speed run. 58 2430 BL motor. But it's a good motor. I have bought 3 of these, and I only bought 1 of these because this one lasts, but it gets hot. Like I said, all these motors are 1/18 scales, and the weight of my truck, it makes it hot because the battery that I put in there is like a heavy battery, and the aluminum rims right here, that adds more weight to it too. I have the original motor that actually comes for this, and it's upstairs. I blew the back out of it, like this part right here, and it's a 4800, and it's the original one that goes for this. And I tell you guys, the original motor that actually goes to this, it's the best motor to get. So if you want a good motor and you want to do like racing and stuff, you want to get the original motor that actually comes with the Wltoys a979. You want to get the original motor that goes to that, because it actually is the fastest motor I have ran across out of all the motors I have tried. But back to what I was talking about earlier, I did some upgrades. And not only that, I have some parts coming in the mail that hasn't got here yet. And I started off by doing blue upgrades on the wheel parts because they kept breaking. So I upgraded that. I haven't upgraded the front yet because they haven't got here, but I'll be doing another video, part 2 of the upgrade of turning this all into aluminum. But so far right now, I changed this because these motors right here, like I said, they get too hot. I don't have time for that. For what I'm trying to do, I want to race. My homeboy, he's getting a 1/18 scale himself, and I was going with gold original for all this. Some gold arms, gold this, gold that, but he's getting gold. So I told him I'll take the loss and let you have that gold because he can't find anything else. They only have one color for his truck. So I'm letting him have that. But let me hurry up so this video won't be so long. But what I did was, I looked for a 1-to-1 ratio on the gears. So I took this right here. I'm not gonna say what it is and what I'm running, but that's just the basic gear right here. Plastic. The gear I actually will be running is a metal gear, and I'm not gonna say exactly what teeth it is, what number teeth I have on it. But this is a 112 motor. I changed it over to. You can see the difference between that motor and this little bitty motor. And you really can see the difference between this right here. They're nothing the same. They're not the same at all. But what I did was I made a housing. This is the house for my fans. So what I did was I put a fan right here, so that when the motor is running, because these motors over here, they get very, very hot, and they're 1/18 scale motors. But this is a 112 motor, so it's not gonna get hot like that. But I still left my fan and stuff up there. But with these motors over here, I had 2 fans on. I had this fan right here, so the wind will blow through here, come around and cool off the motor. And I also had another fan sitting right here. That's why I got this cut right here. So I had another fan sitting right here to blow into it right here. So you're getting wind coming from on this side, then you're getting wind coming from on this side from that fan. This is the original fan on this ESC that was actually right here standing up. So I had to put 2 fans on these type of motors. That's the same thing you're gonna have to do if you really want to play with it. But so I got tired of doing that, and I wanted something that wasn't gonna overheat so quick, and I needed a heat sinker. And this is perfect because the 112 motor has heat sinkers that can fit, and it's not hard to find. So I put that on there, and I basically put a 112 motor on a 1/18 scale, and I did a 1-to-1 ratio. And I haven't ran it yet, but from the videos before, I was running the original motor for the Wltoys a979. And the original motor that actually went in there, I will use a 110 ESC for it. Using the 110 ESC for it gave it more power than it should have. So I was able to push the motor so fast to the point that it actually made it to 58 miles per hour one time, and then I did it again like 2 days later. And I had a better battery that I tried with it. It's a 3-cell, and I tried a 3-cell 60C, and I was able to get 62 miles per hour out of it, and it burnt the motor out right after that. So you can push these little bitty motors, but you only can push it probably once. And if you try to push it down the road twice, depending on the distance you're going, you're gonna burn these motors up. You're gonna spend a lot of money burning these motors up until you figure out what you really need to get it right. So what I did was I put that 112 motor on there, and so far, I haven't got to drive it yet because I'm waiting for all the upgrades. But this is the original ESC that goes to it. This ESC is a 2-cell ESC, will not take a 3-cell. I had to add this fan on here. Like I said, that fan came from right here to keep these little bitty motors cool. But This ESC is actually a good ESC. It's only like a 35A 1/18 scale ESC, and it's good. So, I mean, if you want to run 2-cell and just enjoy yourself, you can enjoy it like that with these motors. It's perfect for these motors. You know what I mean? That ESC. But if you put this ESC on these motors, they're gone. It's not gonna have any fun with it. You're gonna just burn them up. But just to keep the video short, I know it's kind of long. I'm sorry about that. But I just wanted y'all to see the real upgrades and how you can really do this. Because if you look, this works just fine. I mean, like I said before, I was using these little tiny motors, and I was able to get 62 miles per hour. And this is the ESC that actually is going to be pushing this motor, because this is the ESC that goes to that motor. So I'm going to push this ESC on that. Actually, this is one of the other ESCs. It's kind of bigger than the original ESC that I'm actually going to put on there. But the other ESC is a 45A 110 scale, and this is a 60A 110 scale. So the wires are bigger, it's going to send out more juice to it. But the other one, wires match up. You really want to match your wires up so that you won't give it too much juice to burn out your motor. See, these wires are very, very bigger than these. So I would use this if I was drag racing, but I'm gonna use a regular ESC that I have upstairs. It works much better for the 112 because it's more of a 112 ESC, and it matches up. So I'm signing out. I'm that dude, Zookeeper. We doing what we do. Upgrading, speed runs, racing, drag racing, whatever you want to do. We ready. I got several tires. You know what I mean? These are the perfect tires for drag racing. But like I said, that's my upgrade on a Wltoys a979. And we out.